guys. Let's welcome Nick Hanley. These are them. First time here, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My full name is Nicholas William Hanley. I Googled it once. It means victorious protector of the high meadow, which tells me my dad was hoping I would be way better at football. He was expecting like a muscly Jamie Lannister type and got Ellen DeGeneres into like third-round hormone treatments, like hair on the arms but still can't grow full beard. Love coming to Cambridge. I live out in Brookline now, and anytime I can come to Cambridge, it's great. I was walking in Cambridge the other day, past a store that had a sign out front advertising that they sold live chickens, fresh killed. Live chickens, fresh killed. And I just was so confused. I thought, how can they be both? You know, choose one and stick to it. And like, if I went into that store, how freshly killed are the chickens? Are they like already pre-plucked? Have they been dead for an hour? Or do I go in and ask like one chicken, and then the guy goes in the back and I hear a squawk, and then they just bring it out? Or do I get to like watch the life leave a chicken's eyes? Do I get to see it happen? Because that's what I really want out of my live chicken, freshly killed business purchase. Another thing I've noticed about Cambridge is that the red line ads are spectacular. They are so optimistic. It's like, be the world's future leader. Join this think tank. Come work for Microsoft. Make the future. Work for Pfizer. Poison children. And I lived in Alston until a couple weeks ago, and the ads on the Beeline are not that. It's like, do you have chlamydia? Join this medical study. Do you smoke weed all the time? Do you feel sad, anxious, and depressed? Come be a lab rat for $150. It'll still be the most money you've ever made at once. So basically, like, if you're going to Alewife, you're doing great in life, keep at it. If you're going to Boston College, just end it now. It's over for you. So speaking of chickens, people can have phobias of birds. And for the longest time, I thought that was really funny. Because, like, I just couldn't imagine being scared of birds. And the other day, I gave it some thought and realized that whether or not I'm scared of birds really depends mostly on the number of birds. Because, like, if I leave my house and see one crow on a telephone line, I'm fine, I'll go to work, whatever. If I walk out of my apartment and see 500 crows on the telephone line, I'm running back inside, barricading the doors and nailing the windows shut, because I've seen the birds and I know what happens next. Alfred Hitchcock shows up and starts throwing packs of grain at me to get a realistic performance. And sometimes the type of bird would matter more, because like 500 crows, scary enough, but like one ostrich, anywhere. Like if I'm walking down the street and see an ostrich in a dark alley, and it's like, give me your money, but it says it in ostrich, so it's just like, I am turning and running, because that bird will mess my day up. And you know, sometimes context is key. Like a swan in a lake, perfect, beautiful, serene. A swan in my bedroom, most terrifying story I will ever tell in my life. Like, dude, the other day, I got out of the shower, went back to my room, there was a swan in my bedroom. It was really pissed off. Yeah, I had to kick it out the window. It was terrifying. No, not a laugh on bird abuse. Swans are pretty, I get it. Something from the news. I saw a story a couple days ago I couldn't believe. The CIA used a sex doll to spy on the Russians. Turns out her soulless eyes and inability to feel allowed her to blend seamlessly into Russian society. It was incredible. Best double agent of all time. And I'll leave you with this. So I just moved to Brookline. I was living in Alston before. And I'm just so glad to have finally settled down from my wild party lifestyle with a nice Jewish neighborhood. Because I knew it was time to leave my apartment, because everything started to feel like the after in a DARE PSA. Like I walked into my living room and there were just like pizza boxes and empty beer bottles everywhere. And then there was like a middle school bully sitting on the couch trying to peer pressure me into smoking a joint. And next to him there was just this girl melting into a couch. And then in the corner there was just like a kid dying of a meth overdose. And in the other corner, there was Darren Aronofsky smothering a baby. And then this dog ran out of nowhere and looked me in the eyes and just said, "You used to be so much cooler." Thank you. That's my time.
What if there was an ugly duckling in your room?